Hello, guys. Hello, guys. I had to come live on YouTube because I don't know what happened there. It says YouTube removed the video. I've not even said anything, and it said YouTube removed the video. That was strange. I've never encountered that before. So hence why I decided to come back on to come do this on YouTube actually. So please, guys, like and share as you come in. Like and share that. Whatever happened earlier on there just totally messed up my um guys, like and share this live stream, please. I was already starting to get into the show, and yeah, that happened. Please like and share, guys. I'm gonna wait for others to join me. Like and share, guys. If you can hear me, please do let me know in the comment section. Let me close this page down so that I can access the stuff that I need. I was actually going to do this on StreamYard so I can share with you some of the stuff I have, but I won't be able to share those stuff on the screen. But with that being said, that's not a problem. We are still here. I just have some stuff that already prepared. Where's my PDF? Right. Hello, everybody. If you can hear me, please do let me know in the comment section, and then we shall get started. So, I was online on StreamYard earlier on. I don't know what happened, but I just realized I was not seeing anybody watch me anymore. And then I got a notification on saying that YouTube removed the video. I don't know why YouTube removed the video, but hello, we are here. So just before I started the live stream earlier on, thank you, Kay. Thank you so much for confirming that. Just as I was starting that show earlier on, there was somebody called David Black who left a message on the live stream before YouTube decided to take it off. Hello, Adebimpe, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. Thank you so much, Kay. So while I was on StreamYard for about 2 minutes, somebody called David Black already came on say alleging that the doctor we're about talking about did not lose his license, that he was not allegedly married to the girl in question, that David Black, lives about 30 minutes away from Dr. Ikenna and stuff like that. And he said that I was sharing false news. And I remember replying him to say, you know what, I am not the one who came about with this story. I am only running with the story that has been released to the public. The news or whatever it is I'm going to be speaking about this so-called case is what has been widely shared on social media. I am not the one who've come out with the narrative about what has happened to this doctor. Okay. So, and I did say to him that if he was going to come onto this show, he should let me know and I will drop a link so you could come tell us what he knows, because so far, whatever it is I'm going to be discussing or whatever anybody's going to be talking about this case is basically what has been flying on social media, right? So, and I'm going to say again, David Black, if you by any chance on this live stream, I will drop a number in the comment section so you can phone in and let us know what you know about Dr. Ikenna Erinne. So with that being said, hello everybody, my name is Wemimo. I'm also known as that Mama 5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So like I said, just like I was saying earlier on, this is a very, very sad news. Sad news that I woke up to this morning to see that a young talented American based Nigerian unalive himself. So the words I'm going to be using here, I'm going to be very, very careful because of YouTube policies. I'm going to use some words that it's not going to upset anybody, and I know that YouTube is going to frown at. So I'm not going to use the words the way you guys will expect me to use it. I hope you guys understand. So who unalive himself by Pow Pow, okay? And his friend who shared the news. So it was a guy called Clayton Udo. So I saw that post on x.com this morning, and it was on this guy called Clayton Udo. And Clayton Udo said is an expert in psychological and mental cases like that. It deals with case of mental ABUSA and stuff like that. And it was the one who shared the news and also confirmed that Dr. Ikenna Erinne has unalived himself. So it goes on to make a video. I'm going to try and play that video so we could listen to it. I was going to do this on StreamYard so we can watch the guy speak. And also, there's 17 of you watching me. Please, I beg you, kindly like this live stream. Like it. I really, really appreciate it if you like this live stream, please. So this guy, Clayton Udo, was the one who shared the news, and he also shared it on his Facebook page. He also shared it on, I think, yeah, I saw it on X and on Facebook page as well. So who is Dr. Ikenna Erinne? So Dr. Ikenna Erinne is a 36-year-old Nigerian American. He is an Igbo man and originated from Anambra State. So he's a cardiologist. As I was saying earlier on, people who deal with cardiac issues. He's a doctor who treats heart failure. He's a doctor who treats coronary, I can't even talk. He's a doctor who treats coronary artery disease. Is a doctor who treats hypertension. You know, if you're suffering from hypertension, your heart at some point is going to get impacted in a way. So he's a cardiologist, which means that he's a specialist cardiologist. And when at my work, I don't joke with them when I see them. I respect them to the core because being a cardiologist is not a joke. So Ikenna, Dr. Ikenna is a cardiologist, is a specialist cardiologist. Like I said, he's 36 years old and he practiced somewhere in Towson, Maryland. And from what I read online, it says he's been practicing between 11 to 20 years, which means that he was maybe in his 20s when he started practicing, which is quite good. Like, what parent doesn't want their children to, get their career ends on and move on like that? So it's been alleged that he was married to Suzette Chibuogu, even though this guy that was on my live stream earlier on, David Black, I'm going to write his name down so I don't forget, even though he came to leave me a message to say that Dr. Ikenna was never married, and that he did not lose his license. So this was, I don't know if any of you joined that live stream before YouTube removed that video. That was a message. I should have screenshotted it, but I didn't screenshot that message, but that was a message that David Black left for me. But from the news I've seen so far on the internet, it's been alleged that Dr. Ikenna was married and he had. Sophie, you read the message. Thank you so much. So that it doesn't seem as if I'm the one. I'm just saying nonsense. So, and I've implored that person, like, if he's watching this show again, please let me know and I will drop a number in the comment section. The reason why I wanted to do this on StreamYard was because so that you guys can come in on the show, but I might have to drop a number and you guys will have to call on WhatsApp if you want to call in so that you guys save me from doing all the talking. And please like the live stream, guys. I really appreciate it. So, it's been alleged based on the news on social media that he was married and he has two children named Ugonna and Munachi. And like I said, his expertise as a cardiologist is, he treats heart failure, he treats coronary artery diseases, hypertension. Those are the cases that he treats. And Sophie said, yes, she did told him to come ahead and read. Thank you so much, Sophie, for confirming that. Thank you so much. I heard you too flying around. Great, thank you, Adebimpe. So, and who was this guy married to? Who was Ikenna Erinne allegedly married to? Because now somebody has come here to tell us that he was not married to together. The lady was a baby mama, allegedly. So he was allegedly married to Suzette Chibuogu, who is also a Nigerian, and she is also from Anambra State. And do you guys know who this lady's father is? Do you guys know who this lady's father is? Her father is Francis Van Leer. It was that man who came out to share the names of the women he has kedewad with since 1970. Do you guys remember that guy? That's the father of the alleged ex-wife, alleged baby mama. And I was like, seriously? How come? So yes, the ex-wife or the alleged baby mama is the daughter of Francis Van Leer. It was the man maybe a year or two ago who came out to say he's going to start sharing names and batches of women he has allegedly killed. Say hello, Stephanie, please. He was going to share the names of women whom he has allegedly killed with since 1970. And I was looking at the post earlier on, so you can't like put them in batches of how they were good in different positions. That is the father of the alleged baby mama of Dr. Ikenna Erinne. So what happened to this guy? Unfortunately, is a sad case. He died by, Susu. That was how he died. And it's been alleged that before then, he was battling an alleged prolonged divorce case, which has cost him a lot of money. And also, he was in court with his alleged ex-wife and alleged baby mama, fighting a custody battle of their two children. And while they were in court fighting the custody case, he lost the case, which means that his alleged baby mama, his alleged ex-wife, won the case. And while on that, with that case, the custodial court ordered him to pay 15,000 US dollars every month on these children. Tega said, wild family he entered. And exactly, that's why I was shocked when I read that was the father of the wife, of the alleged wife. I was super shocked when I heard that. And looking at the picture of this, I've got a picture of him with the kids there. I think they are both, no, there's a boy and a girl, and they look so adorable, as there's a picture of him here with him, baby bottle feeding one, and he had both of them in his hands. So with that being said, he was ordered by the court to pay his alleged baby mama and ex-wife under 15,000 US dollars every month. And obviously, allegedly, Clayton Udo, the man whom I said was the one who shared this story, said the court verdict took a severe financial toll on him because allegedly he lost his cardiologist practicing license, which meant that he was not able to practice medicine during that process. And I was like, why would he lose his license? If he loses his license, he's not going to be able to pay the child support. That what's going on. Guys, please like this live stream. If you're watching me from your mobile phone, if you double tap on your screen, it will record it. Like, please like the live stream. Stephanie P said $15,000 care. That's huge. I bet that's one of the reasons he by himself. Stephanie P, that's alleged. That's practically how it happens in the US. And I'm going to start an example as we go on. So Clayton Udo continued to say that he cited that this is a systemic issue within the league, that there's a systemic issue within the legal system that disproportionately affect African men. So this Clayton Udo is saying that it's African men who goes through this ridiculous chunk of their money being taken off them for child support. And I was like, I'm sorry, I beg to differ. I disagree with that. I know this young guy has sadly lost his life. May his soul rest in peace. May God comfort his family. May God comfort his friends and colleagues that are mourning him right now. But I'm going to be going in different directions on this live stream, okay? So based on what this doctor, Clayton said, he's also a doctor. Stephanie said, "Oh my God, lost his license as well. That's heartbreaking." Atu said, "If he lost his license, how will he work?" Exactly. However, there's a lot of story going on social media. Hence why I would have loved this was on StreamYard so I can show you guys what I've been able to put together. So I was like, why would he lose his case? Why would he lose his license? If he's not working, how is he going to be able to pay 15,000 US dollars? And I'm going to go back to Stephanie Peace. They're saying that that's huge. How will he be able to pay? So cardiologists, doctors everywhere, regardless of where they work, they make a lot of money. So when I was making a note about Dr. Ikenna, is alleged that his estimated net worth is 300,000 US dollars. That's his estimated net worth. So doctors, if you are, especially if you are a specialist, they get paid a lot. They get paid a lot. So with the fact that they get paid a lot, they still pay a huge chunk of tax. It's just like here in the UK, there's like special category of how much you earn. Hello, Bankers Corner, long time no say welcome. There's a category of how much you pay. Like if you earn over a certain amount of money, the tax you pay will be like maybe 25% or 27%. So in as much as they earn quite a lot, they pay quite a lot in terms of tax as well. So when I was reading the story saying that he lost his bank, Sophie said there's a lot we don't. Yes, there's a lot we don't know, and like I said, all of these cases is just still happening. It's still a developing story. Okay, so I saw a post which said that the reason why. So this guy that said that this David Black that said Dr. Erinne did not marry this woman. There's a wedding invitation post here that I saw. And it says that the families of Mr. and Mrs. Van Leer and engineer and Mrs. Erinne request the pleasure of your company to celebrate the wedding of their children. So Chibuogo and Ikenna. And it's alleged that they wedded 4 p.m. May 24th. So I don't know what year that was, but according to social media, it's alleged that they got married in 2020. That was when they allegedly got married. And also, so there's image here. So yeah, they got married on the 22nd of May 2020. This is their reception IV here. I'm going to try and put all of this stuff on my community page, so whoever is interested can go watch. So Banky says, so sad, a whole cardiologist. Yes, they were just married for 5 years. Yes. So this is the wedding IV there that I saw. And the lady, the alleged ex-wife, I believe is also a psychiatrist as well. She's a doctor of Scon. She's a psychiatrist as well. And her name is Suzette Chibuogu. That's her name. Adebipe said, custody battle is a real deal in America. The court don't play because they want the children to be well taken care of. They make sure the kids never suffers. Absolutely. Atu said, I think the loss of license is the huge pain of it. Exactly, because that's his life. That's practically, you've gone to school, you've gone to medical school all these years. You are now, you're working, you're exactly in the field that you want to work in, and then this happened. So with that being said, when I read the post as well, like, why would him wanting to divorce, or why would him not want to, why would him losing a child custody battle lead to him, losing his medical license? So I saw a post that says that he actually held his 2 kids, allegedly held his 2 kids and their nanny in a house with a pow before the police came. That is what has been alleged on the news. Okay, that was what was alleged on the news. And I believe if that was the case, that would have been a carrying somebody without their consent. You know how we do. I don't want to use kidnapping things, So it was alleged that he held his 2 children and the nanny of his children. He held them in a house against their will with a pow. And it was alleged that the nanny managed to escape and call the police. And upon the police coming in, that was when he unalived himself, allegedly. So that was the news I saw on social media. So the father, so there's a post here, I believe it's from the father of the bride, or the ex-wife, or the alleged baby mama. It says, according to the news flying around, Francis Van Leer happens to be the father of the woman. Just like I said, the man that said that he's going to start listing the battles of the men he has killed with since 1970 happens to be the father. So the ex-wife, or the alleged ex-wife, and the alleged baby mama, his name is Suzette Chibuogu. She's also a psychiatrist doctor. The baby mama, the alleged baby mama of Ikenna Erinne, who sued him to court over child support. He was ordered to pay $15,000 every month to the woman in child support, and he was restricted from seeing the children, as well as losing hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees. His cardiology license was also taken from him. This is a post on social media that I'm reading. I am not coming up with these stories on my own. So Banky said, regardless, by himself is not exactly. You know what? Before even we go further, no matter what you're going through in life, unaliving yourself is not the way to go, because one, you have not only put your family in eternal sorrow, but you are also going to be guilty in the court of God. You are also going to be guilty in the court of God, because God did not give you the power to buy yourself. And I'm going to say it again, no matter what it is you are going through in this life, never ever sought that as an option. So according to the post here, young man couldn't take it anymore, so he cried himself. Remember, Francis Van Leer had in the past talked about how he was maltreated by his ex-wife Amara. He said the woman and her daughters would lock him up and BAR him. Talked about how they wanted to forcibly get him to will his properties to them. So this was what Dr. Ikenna's alleged father-in-law said his own wife did to him. So this life not just balance, rara. So that's a post on social media. And there's a picture of the alleged father and the alleged baby mama at a restaurant somewhere, saying they were chilling at a restaurant in Washington, D.C. And also Dr. Ikenna's obituary has been announced, and they've started sharing, flyers and all of this everywhere. So that's the basis of that story there. And also, I just want to say this. I just want to open another post I found. So, like I said, there's nothing in this world that you're going through should ever lead you to unalive yourself. It's not worth it. Why would you want to unalive yourself? Like this guy, Dr. Ikenna, is known to be very, very compassionate about his job. His an intellect, his resilience. He dedicated his life to healing others and excelled in his calling as a cardiologist, saving countless lives and leaving an indelible mark on his patients, colleagues, and community. His passion for medicine was rivaled only by his devotion to his family and friends. This was on his where they announced his obituary. So he is survived by two children. He's also mourned by his loving parents. He's got his parents, and he has other four siblings who will forever remember his laughter and stuff. Beyond his professional achievements, Dr. Erinne was known for his boundless generosity, sense of humor, and ability to bring joy to those around him. He found solace in traveling, music, exploring, and his love for life was contagious. While his time on this earth was far too short, Dr. Erinne leaves behind a legacy of love, dedication, and inspiration that will continue to resonate in the hearts of all who knew him. Oh, David Black is here again. Thank you, David Black. I really appreciate the fact that you were here. Like I said, I absolutely understand you're his friend, and I'm sorry that this has happened to your friend. I will be leaving a number on my on the in the screen in the comment section. If you would like to phone in, you be able. It's a UK number. I wanted to do this live stream on StreamYard earlier, which will make it easier for people to call in. But I don't know what happened. Maybe because of the word I used in the title. Um, YouTube took down that video before I even started. So I'm going to put a number in the comment section, Mr. Black. If you're willing to phone in, it's a UK number, and you might have to phone the WhatsApp alone and let us hear what you have to say about your friend. 73776777569. So I have dropped the number in the comment section if you are willing or happy to call in so we can hear from your side. Like I said, I'm super sorry that this happened. So Mr. Black said that Dr. Ikenna was a research scientist. Is a huge loss to the community. I'm a nurse myself, and I know that his colleagues, the medical field where he belongs, have lost a rare gem because cardiologists, they do a great job. And I must doff my hat to those who work in, when it comes to being a cardiac doctor, they do a lot. I'm a nurse as well. I've seen the work cardiologists do. Is it when they are doing all this atrial fibrillation on all this treatment they do for they do a lot. I work in cath labs a lot. I work with patients who suffer for hypertension and all of these things. So I know the jobs of cardiologists, and I must say this is a great loss to the community where Dr. Ikenna belongs to. However, just like I said before that show ended there, I am not the one who's coming up with all of this narrative. Okay, I'm not the one who's coming up with this story of him losing his license allegedly. It was what was on social media. So I'm sorry if you felt like I was saying something. So Mr. Black said, Dr. Ikenna was not my friend. I am a nurse myself. All right, okay. I got involved in this case because of the lies Francis Van Leer and his family is telling on a dead man. All right, okay. I absolutely understand you. So like I said, I've dropped a UK number in the comment section. If you're willing to phone in to share what you know so far, I really, really appreciate that. You can only phone in via WhatsApp so that our connection is clear. So I have the phone you have to phone it into you. If you're willing to do that, that would be greatly appreciated. If not, I'm going to carry on with this live stream and then we'll go from there. So I'm just reading the post that has been made up from where his obituary has been announced. So it said that while this time on earth was far too short, Dr. Erinne leaves behind a legacy of love, dedication, and inspiration that will continue to resonate in the hearts of all who knew him. Though we are heartbroken by his loss, we find comfort in the knowledge that Dr. Erinne's legacy lives on in the lives he touched and the hearts that he healed. So Mr. Black said, "No, my dear, I don't shame. I am happy you are spreading this." So thank you so much. Like I said, if you would like to phone in, the number is in the comment section there. I would really appreciate that if you do so. So like I said, Dr. Ikenna's obituary has been announced, and like I said, this is a great, great, great loss to the community of doctors who have worked with him. And just like we were saying earlier on, okay, I am an advocate of, if a marriage is not working, it shouldn't be the end of the world for you. And just like I said earlier on, no matter what it is you are going on in your that you have going on in your life, ending your life, unaliving yourself is not the way to go. Because I felt like what I believe is that if something is not working and you have the chance to walk away, it will also give you the chance to reflect on what you have contributed allegedly into why that relationship did not work. And once you're able to reflect, it prepares you before you go into the next one, if you want to go into the next one. That's what I see of when things don't go the way you want it to be. Sophie said, if one isn't toxic, I don't understand why the court would refuse one from seeing their kids and expect these parents to pay child support. I absolutely agree with you. And with that being said, so Mr. Dr. Clayton Udo was saying something that it is African men that is being made to pass through this. And I say I disagree with that doctor, because look at the likes of Cora Obidi and her ex-husband. Cora had to pay Mr. Obidi spousal payments, and which I believe was a one-off payment. Look at the likes of Ali Berry. She's a Nollywood movie actress. She is to pay her ex-husband child support and still pay the school fees of the only child they have together. So I believe this is a system. This is how the system works. This is how the system works. So it's not a matter of black men or African men being targeted. I understand it's going to be very, very painful if you're not even able to gain access to the children that you're actually paying for. I understand the aspect greatly. Okay. So Mr. Black said, Sophie, he wasn't prevented from seeing the kids. He had every weekend, he had every other weekend visitation per the court order. Dr. Ikenna unfortunately took the easy way out. He has some blame too. Alright, okay. Allegedly. David Black said they were not married, my dear. Alright, okay. How about, what do you think of the marriage invites that we are seeing so far? Because I've seen a couple of marriage invites here which announced their wedding in 2020. So yeah, Mr. Ford said, I just can't understand why he did that to himself. Nigerians are supposed to be tough. To be honest, I still find that really, really difficult. Like, guys, I'm gonna keep saying it, guys. If something goes the way, like for example, this way, on ending your life is not the way to go. Like I said, you're gonna be sinning against God. And now that you are away, so people, obviously the story is that $15,000 monthly is a lot to be paying. And Mr. Black has just confirmed here that he was, he was able to see, he was saying, hello, Yoyo's Media, welcome, my beautiful sister. Mr. Black here is saying that he visits the kids every other day, every other weekend, but what actually led him to do what he did? What led him to do what he did? Mr. Black, I really appreciate if you phone into this show. A lot of us has a lot of questions, okay? A lot of us have a lot of questions, and I understand. I clearly appreciate the fact that he had some blame as well, allegedly, according to you. I absolutely appreciate the fact that you popped that in there. So the video of this Dr. Clayton, on what is said about that, this is a way that paying child support is an impoverished way of obviously setting the man in question poor, and that it is African men that are being targeted. Like I said, I do not agree with that. And I've just cited the example of all the celebrities in the US that we know who pay spousal support, who pay child support to their exes. And how does this child support thing even works? The way I understand, because I've been to a case where I was an interpreter to one of the couple. So they look at the income of both parents. So once they now separate, it is the person who is the higher earner that is going to have to pay more. It is the person, if it is the husband that earns a lot, earns more, is going to be the one to pay more into the, into the supporting of the children, because they will weigh out the impact of both parents not being together anymore and what the benefits the kids are enjoying while both parents are together. So if kids are, while their parents are together, if the children enjoy going on summer holiday maybe 4 times in a year, and if it means that if the both parents separate, the kids will only go on maybe summer holiday once a year, by the time they judge that case, whatever it is that they are going to be confirming for the parent or the parent who has a child to spend, is going to take account the life the kids had while both parents are together, and they will want to maintain short life for them while those parents are no longer together. So I've seen cases whereby some men in the UK, once it happens like that, they call it child maintenance or something. When it happens like that they go to court, some of them they will go and find a low-paying job, just because they know that if they decided to go to court, they know what they will be asked to pay. They know the percentage of what they'll be paying to the mother of their child. But at the end of the day, why suffer your children? It is the woman you have an issue with. Why suffer your children? Why suffer your children from enjoying the benefits or the privileges they used to enjoy while you were with their mother? Because at the end of the day, it's really not about the woman anyways. It's about the children. Yes, I've seen cases here in the UK where the men, if they've been told that, oh, you're going to start paying this, they often leave their high-paying job to go for a lower-paying job. And then if you do that, what will your quality of life be? You being the man, what will the quality of your life be? If you decide that, oh, because you don't want to pay, you think that that woman is not worth that money. But then you're not paying the woman. It's the children you are paying. You are paying the woman to look after. David Black said, that is a different Ikenna. Okay, they were supposed to get married in 2020. Dr. Ikenna called off the wedding. Okay. Eagle said, women are toxic, they are not worthy or dying for. Why must he by himself? Men are toxic as well. Men are not worth dying for. I'm sorry to say, nobody is worth dying for. Just like Oyoyo said on our show, and our husband was laughing in the background. Me, I cannot die for anybody. I'm sorry. And I wouldn't expect any man to die for me. God forbid any of us die, but no, I will not die for them. Nobody's worth dying for. I am not Jesus. Jesus already died for our sins, so why should I die for somebody? So please, Ego, we're not talking about that here. And also, like I said, I've always said in my live streams every now and then that, you know what, relationships go, relationship goes south. And when relationship goes south, it does not mean the end of the world. It does not mean the end of the world, because at the end of the day, if you are alive, like for example now, Dr. Ikenna is gone. All of his estate is eventually going to go to these children. So hence why I'm trying to understand what actually led him to that unalived. I don't want to believe that it is the $15,000 that he was asked to pay monthly that cost him to do what he did. I don't want to believe that was the case. Banky said there might be more to. I believe there's more to this as well. David and Mr. Black said, as a cardiologist, Dr. Ikenna made $400,000 per year. Oh wow, okay. Is that after tax or before tax? The baby mama made at least 105. So in this case, Dr. Ikenna will be the one paying more to the alleged baby mama. It's called the standard of lifestyle. Okay, the child support is based on him and the baby mama income. Yes, I read that somewhere. So the baby mama is a PA, physician assistant. Yeah, I saw that. I think I saw a post of that earlier on as well. So the Bandit Corner said they level down. Hello, man of Prestige. Welcome, sir. I wanted to do this show on live on StreamYard so that people can call him, but immediately I started, I think YouTube sends the title and they decided to end my live stream straight away. Hence why I have to come to YouTube. So I've dropped my number in the comment section. If anybody's willing to phone in, please phone in via WhatsApp. It's +44 7377 677 569. The number is in the comment section if you're willing to call. Those of you that are in the America, I intentionally tagged Man of Prestige and I intentionally tagged Oyoyo Media because I know you guys are in the America. So you guys will be able to you'll be able to give us, context about this kind of thing. Oyoyo's Media said, a man I know resigned from a high-paying job and worked as a bus driver for 20 years. Oh wow, okay. Man of Prestige said apparently he held his son and ex at PowerPoint before self-deletion. I also saw that, but Man of Prestige, there's a person called Mr. Black here. Oh, he's already replied you saying that is a lie. Dr. Ikenna by himself at his house in front of his mother. Oh my God. But this news that Mr. Black is sharing with us, I've not encountered, I've not seen it on social media. I have not seen this news on social media. I really appreciate if Mr. Black could give us a call. Like, if you're able to call the number, I'll drop it in the comment section. Give us a call, because like I said, just like you said here, that it was earning $400,000 every year. So I don't want to believe that he's not able to pay that $15,000 monthly for his children, because like I said, I was reading the post of celebrities who pay child support and stuff, and example I cited earlier on was Alledged. She used to pay her ex-husband £8,000 monthly for one child because they have a child together. And the case of Dr. Ikenna, he's got 2 kids, so him being asked to pay $15,000. So if he's earning 400,000, let me do my math. If he's earning 400,000 every year, how much would that be monthly? So 400,000 divided by 12. So we'll probably be earning over £34,000. I mean $34,000 every month. So Banky said, "Oh, para for no depression, I guess." I was thinking that as well. So Mr. Black said, Francis Van Leer. So in case you guys are wondering who Francis Van Leer is the father of the alleged baby mama. and the baby mama is Suzette, what's her name? Suzette Chibuogu. Oyoyo's manager said even with drive job, he couldn't pay child support for 5 years. But Oyoyo's what I've watched some of these Jerry Springer shows and some of these US shows. If they are not able to pay those amount of money over the years, they still calculate it and bring it forward for them anyway, so that anytime they start working, they still have to pay those money back. Is that true? So man of person said, "Oh, that's messy. I'm just seeing all these things." Exactly. So that's why I was saying to Mr. Black that I'm not the one who came up with all these stories. I'm only going by the news that is on social media. And it would be lovely if Mr. Black could give us a call on this show. I've already dropped the number. I'm going to drop it again. If you want to phone in to at least give us some understanding. I know this is not about business, but this is just us sharing the news out here. I'm trying to drop the number here. So 4+447377677569. That's the number. If anyone is willing to call, phone in via WhatsApp, and then I shall answer your call. So Manos Perry said, "May so rest in peace, amen." David Black said you won't see on social media because Francis Van Leer is a Facebook celebrity and is paying money allegedly to suppress this fact. Okay. So Mr. Black says, sorry, the 400K is gross income before tax. Okay, so I would imagine after tax, it'll probably be going home with like maybe just short of 300,000. Okay. So man of prayer said it's usually not about the money. It's deeper, us and mental health. So when I was looking at this case, I concluded that it was more like mental health, because that's allegedly, though Mr. Black said they were never married, but the news on social media is that they were married allegedly. That's the news on social media, that they were allegedly married. So that's the news there. And there's a video of this Dr. Clayton I wanted us to listen to, because he is alleging that it is black men that are being made to face this pain of child support. And I said I disagree with where he's coming from, because everybody, Oyibo Americans self, they are paying child support, they are paying all of this money. And just like Mr. Black has said there, that it's the joint income, and what I've read on social media also is the joint income of both parents, and it's whoever that earns the more that is going to have to pay a huge chunk. Okay. Oyoyo said they went back to court and the court mandated him to pay. The wife got tired and raised 4 cases. Oh, you're talking about the other man you said you meant. All right, okay, great. Man of press said, but David Black has no face, respectfully. Hence why I'm saying he should call. I mean, before I started that live stream on StreamYard, he already dropped a message there for me, and I'm like, okay, I am not the one who's coming up with this news. I'm just talking about what I've seen on social media. Please like this live stream, guys. Mr. Black said, Oyoyo Media, the alleged baby mama filed a false DV charge, DV-ABUSC charge against Dr. Ikenna during their custody battle to prevent him getting 50-50 custody. Dr. Ikenna is not innocent. All right. Okay, like I said, guys, this is a developing story. We don't seem to know a lot, but I want us to listen to this video. It's about 18 minutes long. It's by this Mr. Clayton Udo. Mr. Black, do you know Clayton Udo? He was the one who announced obviously the unaliving of Dr. Ikenna. So let's listen to him. And
enthusiast and interested in the well-being of men's spiritual well-being too. So we first of all will talk about this individual.
I don't know why the volume is not as high.
His name was Ikenna Erinne, and Ikenna Erinne was a cardiologist.
Oh, man of praise said he knows the Clayton personally. All right, okay.
By suicide.
So have you watched this video where he said that this is like a systemic failure, that African men, that they are targeting African men? Me, I disagree with it too. I disagree with it. All right, okay. Let's say man of president Clayton will be biased in favor of men, agenda word. All right, okay. Because immediately I saw that his video, I'm like, no. I totally disagree. This is not a matter of African people or African men being impoverished. This is a system, and it's been working in that country. So they are not targeting African men to come and pay child support, blah blah blah. This is not a target. This is how the system works, and this thing also works in the UK as well. Like I said, I work as a freelance interpreter in court cases. I go to interpret English Yoruba, English to Igbo, English to Pidgin English. And I've seen how, in fact, I've seen somebody who owns a showroom, a car showroom. And because his marriage ended, he had 5 kids with that person. Because the marriage ended, this guy sold his showroom and he went to get a bus driver job. Just because I can't even remember how much he was meant to pay, because his wife was a full housewife. He sold his showroom, car showroom where they sell brand new cars. He sold it off. And he went to go and get himself a bus driver job. How much do they pay bus driver job here annually? I can't, maybe less than, maybe below 35,000 per annum. So that he won't be able to pay as much as he's meant to be paying for 5 children. Like, I don't understand. Why would they do that? So in Dr. Ikenna's case, just like Mr. Black has said there, that he has his own fault. We don't know what went wrong in that marriage for you to have, alleged marriage, because Mr. Black is telling us that they were never married. So alleged marriage, we don't know what happened between them. But I want to believe that this is not about the $15,000 he was meant to be paying for those 2 kids. It's not about, I think it's deeper, because like I said, divorce is very, very painful when it happens. Because when you were exchanging vows, you were like doing, till death do us part, till this that, only to say 5 years into the alleged marriage, things go separately and all of that. But yes, like we've heard so far, or like I've read so far from the internet, that he allegedly held his 2 kids and the nanny in a pow situation. That was when the nanny escaped, allegedly, that she was allegedly the one who invited the police or something. So that's the story we've got online here. But Mr. Black is telling us that that's not what happened. So Mr. Black said Dr. Ikenna worked. He really didn't have time to spend with the kids. This is the primary reason he lost his 50-50 custody. All right, okay. I read Mr. President, a man of president, Clayton will bias in favor of men, agenda warrior. Okay, I better not play this video then. Guys, the number is in the comment section. If you want to phone in, we don't have, I'm not on stream yet today. I guess the title that I used earlier on. I guess the title I used earlier on, YouTube removed it. I'm going to appeal it anyway. It's giving me this option to appeal it. I'm going to appeal it anyway. It's just titled. I've not even said anything in that video. Man of President said, so Mr. Black said, Clayton Ayo, I think it's Clayton Udo, is the person everyone copied and pasted where a lot of info is wrong. I believe so, because I listened to what he said for that 18 minutes, and most of what he said is practically what's being shared on social media right now. So Man of President said it's not target. There is in fact a systemic double standard in favor and against both gender. Okay. Mr. Black said, Man of President, where in USA are you? Respectfully, I am in Baltimore. I am a real person. I don't want fame. That is why I don't have a picture. Okay. I can give you the court case between Dr. Ikenna and the baby mama, and you will understand. Mr. Black, please send me an email with it. My email is thatmom5@gmail.com. If you don't mind, please. Thank you. Anna's subscription, welcome. It was about his medical license, but it's been alleged by Mr. Black that he never lost his license. Mr. Clayton here is telling us that he lost his license. And I don't think there's a way they will have tampered with his license if he's been ordered to pay $15,000 every month. Like, how do they expect him to pay such money? How will they expect him to pay such money if he doesn't have a job to bring in that money? So in a way, I think I'm kind of like swinging in Mr. Black's direction, that he couldn't have lost his license, because if he's been ordered to pay $15,000 every month for both child, and then he lost his license, like, why would he lose his license? Only if there's a query or an issue with him being at work. Only maybe he's underperforming at work. Maybe, but then as a specialist, you just don't lose your license like that. You just, like, you have to go through numerous hearings, actions before they will now resolve to, taking the license off you. Mr. Black said, yes, I'm in Baltimore. I am fearful of getting on phone because I don't want fame. It's not about me. All right, okay, that's fine. If you're happy to send us whatever you have on WhatsApp, and I really appreciate it. My email is thatmom5@gmail.com. I'll put my email in the comment section. If you're happy to email us that paperwork, that would be great, so we can spread the right narrative about this case at gmail.com. I'm just dropping my email in the comment section. If anybody who is watching in the background and don't want to say anything, have something about this case, and you're willing to share with me, my email is in the comment section. Please kindly send me an email. Mr. Black said, I will call you I will call you to explain and then send you the screenshot. Please pay. I would definitely do it. If you're new to my channel, when I see things, I bring it out. Okay. Go onto my channel. There's a case of Selena and Afiba, the two missing girls in Nigeria. I was bringing everything here back to back the way I saw it. I'm not going to miss words. I'm going to put it out here. Okay. Anna Subscription said, Kemi Oluloyo said she did the investigation. I was listening to that woman as well. That Ajimot, that one, she's not well. I don't want to believe anything she said. And he allegedly lost his license as his name was no longer on the hospital he works. Well, Anna's suspicion, we are seeing so many narratives on social media. So, hello, Mr. John. So, Mr. Black said he's got stuff about this case, and like I said, I really appreciate it if you can forward them to me. And I'm sure Mr. Man of Prestige would also be. I'm sure Man of Prestige would also have interest in the paperwork as well. So yeah, guys, I have to say this: no marriage is worth dying for. It's super sad that this talented young man has gone this way. It's super sad. It's super sad. I really want us to listen to this Mr. Clayton's video. Let me play it. I don't know why the volume is not as high as I want it to be, but let's play it anyway.
After he went to court and they awarded his ex-wife $15,000 a month in child support. There are thousands of cases like this that is happening around the United States and even in Europe, where men are being destroyed by the system on behalf of African women. And this is a classical example. He died. He killed himself, actually.
I don't agree with him. The volume is okay, all right, okay. I'm going to try and cut because I don't want to be using that word, this kind of thing. I'm going to forward it here. Like I said, I don't agree with him saying that this was done because in favor of African women. No, I don't agree with that. I'm just going to fast forward it that way. Use the word by.
They're going to award the house, of course, to the woman with the children, and they're going to restrict your access to the children. You can only see them every Wednesday, every 2 weeks.
They don't restrict, they share. My WhatsApp is working, Mr. Black. My WhatsApp is working. Let me check. Maybe I just missed your call. It's definitely working. So if you had plus, let me try and drop it. Let me keep playing, and I'll drop it in
Wednesday here. Or maybe once a month, as the case may be. Meanwhile, the woman has no respect for you. She's assaulting you. Her whole mission is to bring you down because you're a cardiologist, and that's the only way she can get even with you. You understand? A lot of people don't understand what's going on in this story or what is going on in this country when it comes.
Mr. Black, my number is definitely working, but you can send me any message there. I've dropped the number again. I'm sure it's pretty much the same I've shared earlier on. So I'm sure I've dropped the right number now.
To African men, and I'm sure in my last video you guys were like, he's mad.
Ford said, Kemi Oluloyo investigate waiting. I bet for entirely, I don't think that you wonder why she's always turning off her comment section.
You understand? So
I feel so bad for the kids.
Obituary, and it's very sad. It's very, very sad. But I can tell you that a lot of
I've seen your message, Mr. Black.
When I tell you the story that men run to Mexico to use the Mexican embassy to escape back to Nigeria, some run to Canada. I know about 3 or 4 men who ran all the way
It will be, Anna.
Or if I'm telling you the story about the ideology that men have stayed in this country and have been rendered useless, 200,000, 300,000, 150,000 money is put on their head by African women. The African women come out on TikTok, Facebook with pictures of them and only the children smiling with the house they took from the man and everything. And there are men who are supporting them. And again,
I think this way this guy is talking, he's talking from maybe his personal beef from when he goes on, because at the end of the day, like I said, if a marriage ends and there are children involved, it's the same here in the UK. The judges, the courts will actually consider the children first. They will consider where is the roof for the children. So is the house that the children have known all their lives that they will expect them to stay. You can't expect the court to ask the woman to leave the house while you, the man, stays. No, because what matters to the court are the kids, not you, the man, not you, the woman. So you're now saying that, okay, if the case happens, you're expecting that the woman and the kids should be pushed out. No, no. This is a case that works. This is a system that works and it's put in place for a reason. So if you're now thinking that the woman is going to be spending the money on something else, that is the wala of the kids. And if you think that's the case, you as the man can now go back to court and say, oh, your kids are lacking in this, your kids are lacking in this, that you do not think the woman is taking everything. That is when you can do that. But you've not seen evidence of that happening to your kids. So you can't tell the court that, oh, because you've not seen evidence that you want. No, I don't. This man is just talking bash. I'm sorry.
So in this whole story, for example, this cardiologist.
Yeah, Mr. Black, I'm reading through it.
You hear in the church how they will blame the man. They will blame the man that it has to be something he did. That women only react to what men do, that they don't have their own behavioral pattern.
So Mr. Black just sent me Mr. Dr. Ikenna's medical license, and Mr. Black is alleging that hello Abby Crystal, welcome. Please like this live stream, guys. That Dr. Ikenna was never suspended. His medical license is from Virginia Board of Medicine. So Mr. Black sent me something here. It says that primary practice address. Hold on. So his license date is not so his license number is there, and it was issued on the 19th of October 2023 and is due to expire on the 31st of the 3rd 2026, and the status currently shows is active. So I love that you're able to do this, just like for nurses in the UK as well as NMC. If you want to check if I've got any issue in my training or in my practice as a nurse, you just need to put my name. It will come up with either my licenses and maybe my registration is affected or not. So I love that they do this as well, and I love that we're able to see. So from here, so this is the Virginia Board of Medicine practitioner information, and you can see Ikenna Erinne MD. And if I go to the side here, that is his license number, the date it was issued, the expiry date, and the current status says current active. So I guess we can take this as a proof that he did not lose his license. One. Hello, Blessing Series. So Eagle said most women put up toxic attitudes in order to break you because of the house. There are plenty everywhere. Well, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. And like I said, if you don't treat your woman right, don't expect her to treat you right either. Or if she's trying to make things easier for you and trying to make it difficult for her, you will get whatever it is you're asking for. I'm sorry, but we are not really talking about women, this women, that, because I'm not here to put blame on either the alleged baby mama or on Ikenna or Dr. Ikenna, because this, like I said, we don't actually know what actually went down in that marriage. So I'm not going to come out here and blame the woman and call the woman a gold digger. And I'm not. This is not the purpose. This is just to say that this could have been prevented. What Dr. Ikenna did is definitely not the way out. Yes, Mr. Black, I'm definitely going to be pasting all of this on my YouTube comments. So that's why I'm showing it on the screen here. So this is the information from the Virginia Board of Medicine practitioner information, and it shows here it's got Ikenna Erinne MD. Its license number is there, when it was issued, when it's going to expire, and it currently says that his license is very much active. It says that his license is very much active. And then I receive another one. So this is a case. So this is from the Maryland Judiciary Case Search. So the current search says that a case of DV was filed, and it was filed on the 10th of December 2023, and the filing date was 8/25/2023. Defendant name is Erinne Ikenna, and the defendant, obviously, the name of the lawyer there. So they had their hearing on the 25th of August 2023. It was temporary. So the result was that court orders shall not ABUSC, shall not. So I guess this is the order that they gave to Dr. Ikenna. So they ordered that it shall not ABUSC, it shall not contact, it shall not enter residence, it shall stay away from school, and shall stay away from childcare providers. And then there was another hearing on the 30th of August 2023, still pretty much the same. of what was said earlier on. And there was another hearing on the 31st of the August 2023, and which is the final hearing saying postponement granted. And there was another hearing on the 12th of December 2023 saying is a final one and administratively reset. And I think at 10th of December they dismissed the case because the petitioner failed to appear. So I believe the petitioner will have been the alleged baby mama or the alleged ex-wife. So guys, this stuff, I'm going to pop them on my community tonight before, by the time we finish this live stream, I'm going to pop it on my community. So this is a court case. So according to Mr. Black, it said this document I've just read out is a false DV ABUSC charge that the alleged baby mama filed against Dr. Ikenna. Wow. So like I said, there's a lot that we don't know. There's a lot that we don't know. I'm going to definitely share this. Vivi said exile is energy for energy majority of the time. Mr. Igu said we can hear and see you. Abe said the alimony to be paid should be like 40% of his salary. The court didn't give him access to his kids after the divorce. So according to Mr. Black earlier on, that he said he was seeing the kids every other weekend. I think obviously his father is a scientist. Doctors, they spend a lot of time away. Like the ones at my work, they were working on Christmas Day. So the Black said, yes, the baby mama failed to appear and the case was dismissed. All right, okay. So I've seen it there that the case was dismissed. So if the case was dismissed, then he should be able to have access to his children. So what could have led him to do what he did? What could have led him to do what he did? Like, guys, I'm going to say this. Either you are a man or a woman, you know, relationship ends. Relationship ends. Taking your life is never the way. Now, another man is going to have to father those children. And like I said, I do not believe this was a result of him being asked to pay the cost. I do not think it's money, is about money. I don't think it's about money. I believe there's much more to this that we know. I believe there's much more to this that we know. I think Man of Prestige, I'll see if Man of Prestige is on Instagram and I'll forward this to Man of Prestige as well. And then I'll also post this on my YouTube channel. I'm on my YouTube page. Let me find Man of Prestige if it's on Instagram. Man of Prestige. I don't know Man of Prestige Instagram handle. So I don't think this is about hello Happy, how are you? So I don't believe this is about money because just like Mr. Black said there that he was earning $400,000 before tax every year, and the alleged baby mama, alleged ex-wife, was earning about 105,000 US dollars. So obviously Dr. Ikenna is earning way more than the alleged ex-wife, alleged baby mama. So it's common sense. It's normal that he would be the one paying most or paying a lot into this. But then, like I said, from what Mr. Black have said there, I don't think this is about the money. And no, divorce is a very, very painful procedure. It's a very, very expensive because Mr. Udo, Mr. Dr. Clayton here is telling us that you know, he went through a hard maybe the process of the divorce, alleged divorce, put a toll on his mental health. Because trust me, even separation alone, there's something that separation causes to either party. Talk more of divorce. Because at the end of the day, one party will be thinking much more about the children as compared to one. So, and I'm going to keep saying this, just because a relationship is coming to an end does not mean that you unaliving yourself should be the way out. No, it should never, ever, ever be the way out, because at the end of the day, another man is going to have to father those children. And this thing is on the internet, and these children will grow up to read about what happened. And I know as the people who are closest to Dr. Ikenna will be able to really tell what actually was going on in his mind for him to have done what he's done. Welcome to each and every one of us who have just joined us. We are welcome here. Please like and share this video as you are here. Like and share. The stuff that I've read about Dr. Ikenna that Mr. Black has shared with me, I'll post them on my YouTube community page. So far, from what Mr. Black has shared with me on Instagram here, Dr. Ikenna's license allegedly is still currently active. However, the news on social media is that he lost his license. He lost his medical license. From what Mr. Black has shared. So this is from the Virginia Board of Medicine Practitioner Information. This is the details of Dr. Ikenna. You can see it says his current status of his medical license is still active. So Mr. Black is giving us proof to say that he never lost his license. And I don't think that it's normal. It's possible for the court to ask him to go pay that amount of money and then he doesn't have a job. They wouldn't even ask him to pay anything, because if he doesn't have a job, how is he going to pay for anything? So when I read that post about him losing his license and him being asked to pay 15,000 US dollars monthly for child maintenance, I'm like, how is he going to pay? How? Even if he has any other business that is fending him money, how will he be able to pay that? So it's really not about the money. I believe something must have been going on with Dr. Ikenna that we don't know about, which led to him doing what he did to himself. And like I said, no matter what you're going on in this life, unaliving yourself is not worth it. No man is worth dying for. No woman is worth dying for. No marriage, no relationship is worth dying for. If you think that's coming to your head, it would have been better if you move closer to people who know you better. Abby said the story is not complete. Well, like I said, Abby, it's a developing story. I'm sure there's going to be many more, like many more. But Mr. Black has come here to let us know that whatever has been shared on social media in regards to Dr. Ikenna about him losing his license, it's false. And also about alleging that he held his children and his nanny at power points. Mr. Black here has alleged that that was also a lie. And when I started, for those of you who are just joining me here, so Dr. Ikenna, unalive himself, is going through a serious, he was going through a serious alleged divorce. However, Mr. Black is telling us that they were never married, that the marriage was called off, even though there are wedding invitations I've seen online. And Mr. Black has also shared with me information to say that yes, his license has never been revoked. He was passing through a long, expensive divorce, allegedly. And the news on the social media is that he allegedly held his children and their nanny at pow points. And allegedly, the nanny was able to escape. And allegedly, the nanny was the one who summoned the police. Allegedly, when the police came in, that was when he unalived himself. However, Mr. Black has come out to say there that no, those are lies, that he allegedly unalived himself in his mother's house in the presence of his mother. Allegedly. Sophie said, this is mental health issue. I'm of the same opinion as well. Please check up on your people, especially men. It's not every time and rotate discussion. True. Wilson, welcome, Wilson. Mental breakdown or depression could likely be because I agree with you. This narrative of child support has probable causes for exactly because it's heading well. It's ending well. And I know some men will probably like something that I know African men, some African men know, so that men don't come for me. Something that they will do. 1 second, guys. Hello. If you mute the volume from what you are watching me from, if you mute the device you're watching me from. Hello, sorry guys. I was just getting information from Mr. Black, and he didn't want me to put him on speaker, but he's willing to share more stuff with me. And from the things that he has shared with me, I'm going to be popping it on my community tab so that you guys can read it. So, like I said, the news on the social media right now is that sorry, guys, I don't know what YouTube has sent me. YouTube has conscon. So they said there was nothing wrong with my video, and they put the content back. They have conscon. So Mr. Black has just shared some information with me, and I'm gonna keep an eye out for for more of this. And from the stuff that he has sent to me, I'm gonna put them on my community tab. So just a quick summary for those of you who just joined me. I don't want us to be here for too long, and if you're willing to phone in, my number is in the comment section. Please kindly phone in onto my WhatsApp. Phone into WhatsApp. We were going to go on StreamYard, but as I started that live stream, YouTube removed it straight away. Now I've peeled it and they said the video was fine. That's why I said YouTube is conscon. So my number is in the comment section, guys. If you want to phone into WhatsApp and let's talk about this. I intentionally tagged Man of Prestige. I intentionally tagged Oyoyo's World because I know you guys live in the UK. I mean, you lived in the US, and you'll be able to give us more information about what what we don't know. Because me, I am like Agborodun. I just throw it out there. And yeah, I am not here to judge anybody, okay? I'm dropping the number again in the comment section, then I'll give you guys a quick summary of what's happened. So so I've dropped the number again into the comment section. If you guys want to phone via WhatsApp, all right, let's talk. Let's talk. So Mr. Black has just shared something. So the father of the alleged baby mama, the alleged ex-wife, I told you guys Francis Van Leer was that man who said that he wants to share the details of the women that he has kerewa with from 1970. So he said that in his post, this is the father of Dr. Ikenna's alleged father-in-law. So he said, liars everywhere. He unalived himself to avoid paying $1,900 monthly, which he pays partially sometimes. So this is the father of the baby mama of Dr. Ikenna. He said he was not asked to pay $15,000 a month as alleged. He's saying that allegedly Dr. Ikenna is a deadbeat dad. So he continues saying, go to the state of Maryland court circuit and check numerous restraining orders. Quiet and peaceful guy, my foot. So he's alleging that Dr. Ikenna is not the quiet or peaceful person people are alleging him to be. I need to get the full story before I conclude, but it's sad that he unalived himself. Exactly. So he continues saying that nobody should blame my daughter for the embarrassment it caused everyone. So he goes on to show, I think, part of the payment that Dr. Ikenna allegedly made to his daughter. I'm going to download this so I can share it on my Instagram page or my TikTok page. So he's also shared the alleged DV case his daughter filed, which Mr. Black already sent to me. So the father of the baby mama also posted it as well. At the end of the day, they dismissed this. The court dismissed this case because the person who filed the case failed to turn up in court. So I'm gonna save this onto my phone so that I can share it on my Instagram, on my community page. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a quick summary for those of you who just joined me. Like, guys, there's gonna be many more of these videos to come. Okay, because like this is a developing story. So I've dropped my number there if anybody wants to call in. So we said, men, check up on your friends. Men have mental issues. Oh, exactly. It's not about drinking alone. It's not about talking about unnecessary things alone. Check about their mental state. Women in general would like to talk. No matter how it is, we will still find somebody that we can talk to. But men often find that difficult to do. And when they actually found out you're speaking to somebody about them, they take it very offensive. I don't know why men do that. Eagle said, RIP Dr. Ikenna, men, you don't have to buy for women. This is how God created them to. Toxic, just manage them or you get hypertension. Men are toxic as well. Same, it swings the same way. It swings both ways. You say women are toxic, men are toxic as well. Abby said, I haven't been on social media. Abby, this is a new one. Hello, UK family. Abby Cruz said, I need to get the full story before I conclude, but it's sad that he unalived himself. Mr. Black said, Dr. Ikenna only had one first domestic violence charge, which was dismissed. I saw that from the note to choose. But the father of the girl did not post where it shows that the case was dismissed. So if he wants to be truthful, you need to show us everything. So from what Mr. Black sent to me, I saw the last concluding part of the DV case, that the case was dismissed. But the father of the girl posted, and he did not show where it states that the case was dismissed. So who is lying here? The father of the girl, or people that have been, the story about Dr. Ikenna? So Mr. Black also continued, why won't Francis Van Les say that the case exactly? He did not share that place where he said the case was dismissed. He only shared it up until the second he shared it up until the hearing that was done on the 30th of August 2023. So I guess the next one was where the case was dismissed, but he did not share that one. Mr. Black continued, he is painting his daughter as a victim of DV, but the case was dismissed. I am so pissed off and angry right now. Well, the truth will come out at some point. So just a quick summary to those of you who have just joined me. Guys, like this live stream, please. It's going to help you to push this story out. We really want to share, we really want to put the narrative of how this story is. So Mr. Black here says he knows a lot about the case and is willing to share all he knows, or what he knows about this case. And he shared a few stuff with me, which I'm going to be posting on my community tab. And also, based on the news so far that we've been hearing, it's been clear here from the documentation that I received that Dr. Ikenna's license was never ever revoked. On the Virginia practitioner's information page, it shows that his license is still currently active. So I believe that they've been on this case for more than a year. So this is 2025, and it's still showing that his license is still on. So he never lost his license. And I don't think it would make sense that it will be asked, or the court will order him to pay that amount of money every month, knowing fully well that he doesn't have a job. So it does not make sense. And Ford said the $1,900 is not big money for a doctor to pay allegedly, unless it was a stingy. It's not a lot of money to pay either. So that's why Mr. Black is saying that it's really not about the money. And when Mr. Black phoned me earlier on, it says that Dr. Ikenna is not innocent either. We don't know. Like I said, I'm not here to put any blame on anybody. Okay, I'm not here to blame either the alleged baby mama or the alleged wife, and I'm not here to blame Dr. Ikenna either. It's just for us to learn that when things are not going right, ending your life is not the way to go. Because like I said, you're gonna go to the judgment gates of God, and God will judge you for doing that. And your children, you've left them fatherless, and another man will have to look after those children. They will have to call somebody else father. And the news that's obviously being portrayed on social media right now, which we don't know if it's the truth or it's the lie, the kids will grow up at one point and read about it. The truth will grow up and read about it. And for the fact that Dr. Ikenna actually went on to have a baby with the daughter of a man who at his old age is coming to give us a list of women list of women he has keyword with, in terms of how the style they know how to do better. I was looking at that post this afternoon. I was like, really seriously? Like, did this man actually do this? And I saw that post when he came out with it last year. He came out with a batch A, batch B. This one a doggy. He lists all the names. This one a clinical style. It was the daughter of that man this doctor allegedly had baby with. Bella said, doctor license doesn't get revoked. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, that for that license to be revoked, like it takes numerous procedure. It's just like a nurse. Before they will revoke your license as a nurse here in the UK, you must have done, like, there's a video I've made. It's about a nurse who was KDYing with a patient. That one, automatic, they will revoke you straight away. And before they even got to that extent of revoking, they will have listened to your case in different disciplinary hearings for them to reach. And that case that I listened to, it might take them a year. It might take them 2 years to actually get to the fact that they eventually revoke your license. So a cardiologist, do you know the importance of a cardiologist in an hospital? Do you know the work they do? Doctors at my workplace, cardiac, they do heart transplant. I have seen those surgeons, and it's not in my mind. So anytime I see a cardiologist, I bow, because I know it's a great job they do. And just like Mr. Black here said was that, you know what, he's a scientist. The reason why he lost the custody of those kids was because he's not there all the time. And I would imagine that he's going to be always on call. He will travel a lot. He will take on cases that are not even within his own capacity to take. So it's a lot for people who are in the medical field, especially if you're a consultant or if you're a specialist. But like I said, I don't believe money is a case here, but the father of the alleged baby mama, Francis Van Leer, is alleging that Dr. Ikenna is allegedly a deadbeat dad. That is what the father of the baby mama is saying. I'm going to post this on my Instagram, my community page, so that you guys can read it. He's alleging that that nobody should blame his daughter, that his daughter was not the reason why Dr. Ikenna unalived himself, that he was asked to pay $1,000, like less than $2,000 every month. Why would he not be able to pay that? So for me, it is not, I don't think it's about the money. I believe there's something deeply rooted that Dr. Ikenna thought about and decided that maybe that was the way for him to go. But then he's left this world, he's left his 2 children. Those kids will never see him again. His mom, and just like Mr. Black said, Mr. Black alleged that he unalived himself in his mother's presence, in his mother's house. Or his mother was there when he unalived himself. This is so sad. So like I said, guys, I'm going to quickly do Abby said it couldn't have been going through so much. It could have been going through so much more. Life doesn't start, and exactly that's why I said it's. I don't think it's about the money, and I don't think it's about the career either. There probably is something more. Mr. Black has alleged that Dr. Ikenna is not innocent either. What that meant, I know that meant a lot. We don't know. That's why I said I'm not here to blame the alleged baby mama. I'm not here to blame Dr. Ikenna, but to tell any of you watching me right now, you might be passing through maybe it's fine, absolutely. You know, that was why when you phoned me, Mr. Black, earlier, I asked if you want me to place you on the speaker. You said no. So I will only share what you share with me as long as you are happy for me to put it out there. Yeah, only if you're happy for me to put it out there. If you're not happy for me to put it out there, I would definitely respect that. But if you whatever it is you're sending me, if you're happy for me to put it out there, I will do so. But if you don't want me to put it out there, I will definitely not put it out there. That's my own word. Because like I said, yes, share all the details. Great. I'll pop them on my YouTube community so that everybody can go read it. You just don't want it. That's fine. So a quick summary for those of you who are just joining me. And like I said, if you want to phone into my WhatsApp, okay? If you're going to do another live stream, we'll try and do it on StreamYard. Like I said, I started on StreamYard, and StreamYard just, YouTube just removed the video. Like 10 minutes into the video, they removed it. But I've appealed it now, and the video is up. I don't know what it will sound like, but the video is up now. The video is up now. I might probably maybe just private it and keep this one. So a quick summary to those of you who just joined me. So Dr. Ikenna Erinne is a 36-year-old guy. This is just me doing a quick summary for those of you who have just joined me. So you have maybe just a summary of it. And I've got another 15 minutes here. I don't want this video to be too long so that people can watch it back. Dr. Ikenna Erinne is a 36-year-old Igbo Anambra man, a Nigerian American cardiologist based in the US. Like I said, he's based in Maryland. He's been practicing for almost between 11 to 20 years. And he unalived himself. We don't have the full details of the reason why he unalived himself. However, if you go by the news on social media, it's been alleged that he unalived himself because he was ordered to pay $15,000 monthly to his alleged ex-wife. So the news media is saying that he was worried and he went through divorce. However, Mr. Black said to us that he was never married to that woman. That yes, they printed that it was a different Ikenna or something. That they printed IV, but he cancelled the wedding. That the wedding was, that the wedding was cancelled or something like that. So like I said, he's a specialist. He deals with everything art transplant and stuff like that. He does his stuff well. So his ex-wife also, like I said, it's been alleged that they got married in 2022. His ex-wife's name is Suzette Chibuogu, and it's been alleged that the alleged ex-wife is also a psychiatrist assistant or something. And the father of Dr. Ikenna's ex-wife is the man called Francis Van Leer, who I think last year or year before came out with a post saying that he's going to give us the batches of the names of the women he has killed with since 1970 based on their performances and what they know how to do best in the Kelewa business. That's the father of the alleged baby mama ex-wife. So that's definitely a red flag family for you to have entered. Yeah, definitely a red flag family to have entered into. Yes, so this woman is, alleged that they married in 2020. They have 2 children together, and that they were both passing through a rigorous and expensive divorce. And allegedly, a guy named Clayton Udo, which man of press said he knows personally, came out to say, he says he's an expert in psychology. He came out to say that the court verdict took a severe financial toll on him, or that, divorce is expensive everywhere. It's not cheap because you have to go to lawyers, appointment and stuff. Divorce is not cheap. Okay, so he alleged that the the divorce was, expensive. It took a lot of his money, and that this Clayton goes on to cite that this is a systemic issue within the legal system that disproportionately affect African men. And I beg to differ. I disagree with that. This is a system that is known in the US. If a relationship ends, if a marriage ends in divorce, they will have to consider which of the parents is, earning more. And it's whoever is earning more that is going to have to pay more. Same thing happens here in the UK. And I cited an example of Ali Berry, a US Nollywood, US movie actress. She's paying her baby mama, her baby daddy, child support $8,000 every month for their son. They only have one son. She's paying. We heard how Kora Obidi also paid Mr. Kora Obidi spousal support or something. I think it was like a one-off money, 50,000 US dollars or something. I can't remember now. She paid that as well. So these are laws that have been put in place. And yes, I set an example also of some men here in the UK that have gone to do their interpreting case. This one, he has a car showroom, and because his wife divorced him, he didn't want to pay the child support. He sold all of his business, and he drives a bus here in the UK, so that if he now goes back to the court, he will tell the court that I no longer have my business. I'm a bus driver. This is how much I earn, and then they'll slash the money. But in my own opinion, that's you taking away the life you would have given your children if you were with their mother. That's you taking it away from them, because it's really not about the wife or the ex-wife here. It's about the children continue to live the life they would have been living if both of you were still together. So obviously the news on the internet now is that Dr. Ikenna allegedly's medical license has been revoked. However, from the documentation that I've received, it says that his license is currently active. So it's also been alleged that the news that he held his children and their nanny in a house with Pau Pau, and it's also been that has also been refuted, that is a lie, that there was nothing like that, that he actually took his life when where his mom was there when he took his life. I don't know, maybe in his mother's house or in his own house, but allegedly that he took his life um when his mom was dead, that whatever it is that is being shared on social media, that he unalived himself because the nanny tried to get him. The nanny managed to escape, and nanny called the police, and because he knew the police were coming, allegedly he took his life. So someone here has come to say that's a big lie, that that's not true, that was not what happened. Okay, so that's pretty much what the summary of this video is. Like I said, Mr. Black has shared a few things with me, which I'm going to be posting on my YouTube page. Okay, Mr. Black is still here. So he said the baby mama is a PA, physician assistant, which is a practitioner provider. They are like a doctor. They can prescribe meds, see patients. PA and nurse practitioner help with the doctor sorted. All right, okay. I think they are more like, in the UK they are known as is he something practitioner. I think that's what they are, like a band six, I think they're a band seven, as a band six, band seven nurse here in the UK. So they prescribe medication, they step in before a doctor comes as well. Yeah, I think they are called something medical practitioner here in the UK as well. And I believe they're like a band six, band seven. So just before we round up, like, I think nobody's phoned me yet. Let me check. I've not received any call yet. I've not received a call yet. I'm just checking my so okay, so I've received. So Mr. Black said the child support was only 1,900 US dollars. So is that 1,000 US dollars monthly? Nurse practitioner, thank you, Ayodeji. Yeah, nurse. Are they band 6 or band 7? I think they are band 7, because the band 6s in my department are charge nurses. They are like team leaders, physician associates. Okay. So Mr. Black also sent me something else. So it says here that case start will only display for cases that exist. So this is a case of defendant. Okay, custody counts. Okay, so the custody count was actually closed on the 25th of August 2023. All right, okay. And here's a picture of Dr. Ikenna with the baby mama and the father of the woman. Can you see that? So that was where, I guess, when she was pregnant with the first child. So Francis Van Leer said, I will soon be a grandpa with my second daughter, Suzette, and fiancé. Okay, so as of 2019, he's saying here that they are fiancé and they were not married as of 2019. Okay. So here it says this is a two custody case that was merged into one. Dr. Ikenna was never married to Suzette, allegedly. So Mr. Black is saying that Dr. Ikenna never married the woman. We'll talk to you about it. I just don't want to feel that. I'm only looking to... Sure, no worries at all. I'll be expecting your call. Once I finish this live stream, I'll send you a message. That's easily exactly, that's what I'm saying, Abby, that I don't think it's about the money. I don't think it's about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. And I think there's a comment I saw that Summer Aku made. You guys all know Summer Aku. She's a very popular YouTuber. She made a comment and I screen recorded it. I want to read it to us. Okay, I've seen it. So Summer Aku said, Summer Aku is a big YouTuber here, okay? Yeah, he was fighting for custody, but he lost the custody. And according to Mr. Black, Mr. Black alleged that because Dr. Ikenna is a specialist, the reason why he lost that was because it was not always available. You know the job of cardiologists like Abby, like all these consultants, they're always mostly away. They might be home for 1 hour to stay with their family. Before you know it, they are being called out again. So yeah, he lost the custody. He lost the custody of the kids. He lost the custody of the kids. So I'm going to read the comment that Summer Aku, don't follow. Exactly. You don't need divorce to pay for custody. You don't need divorce to pay. You might be separated, but you still be paying whatever you are meant to be paying, because at the end of the day, the upkeep of the children has to continue. So Summer Aku said, the write-up said he was cardiologist in USA. People need to know that it's a well-paying job over there. They make as much as 500,000 US dollars a year. So this is a comment that Summer Aku dropped under the post that announced. So that was where I first read about this news this morning. So Summer Aku said a judge typically puts into consideration parents' income when deciding how much child support should be paid, and also consider the quality of life the children should have depending on how much their parents' salary can afford, and also the quality of life the child had when the parents were together. I already explained this guys to you guys before we get here. So she continues saying that to start with, people should stop commenting as if we are trying to tell people that ending it all is a solution to life problems. It's never the solution to solving your problems. There are many ways to handle issues in life, but most times people allow anger to determine their decisions. So she continued, because I screen recorded this thing. So people are now saying that okay, now that Dr. Erinne is gone, that the wife should go and eat the body. And the truth of the matter is this: the sad thing is this, that's why I believe that it is not about the money. Okay, now that this has happened, everything's going to go to the children anyway. Everything is going to go to the children, and it's probably going to be the mother that's going to be in charge of it. Let me recommend. The child support is $1,900 monthly. Abby said that's easily affordable even for someone who's in a cardinal. Exactly. Yes, I already answered it. He lost the custody case. I already said without marriage, how come divorce? Okay, so we don't know about that. And so I'm like, okay, why are the people saying that he was married? So if there was never a marriage, why did Clayton come out to tell us that he went through a very expensive divorce? Maybe allegedly they married and they did not let anybody know. Maybe. Abby replied, allegedly said that you don't need divorce to pay child support. Okay, why should he seek custody when he travels a lot and the mom is always available? I still want to believe that it might not be traveling a lot, but you know how, even as a doctor, you either be on call, which means that you're not spending a lot of time at home. These are some of the things that the course will put into consideration. Like, okay, you're not always there all the time for the kids anyway, so it's better the kids stay with the mom. Abby said, yeah, it's a no-brainer. He must have been busy to have full custody of young children. And yes, young children, I think they're quite young. I think they had their first child in 2019. So they are probably below the age of 10, both of them. I'm not talking about child support. Okay, outcome divorce. Yeah, so obviously we still need that clarified. So if Mr. Clayton is coming out to say that he allegedly passed through a expensive divorce, if they were never married, why was there a divorce case? And maybe say yes. I don't think the general point is that the information out there is not accurate. Yeah, that's what Mr. Black is trying to tell us now, that whatever is flying on social media is not the true story. Is Mr. Black is telling us now that allegedly they were never married. So obviously whatever Mr. Clayton has shared in that is 18 minutes video is all story. So Abby said, so in this case, there was no divorce but child support custody battle. I believe so. Based on what Mr. Black has said, explained, and sent to me, there was never a divorce allegedly, but just child support and custody battle. And allegedly they were never married. Mr. Black continues saying that in the state of Maryland, child support is calculated based on income of the two parents. They were never married. Okay, you guys can read it from there. Clayton Udo had wrong information. Man of Prestige said he knows him personally. So, Mr. Man of Prestige, if you are watching, please help us ask Oga Clayton where where he got all of that from. Everyone copied and pasted his post. So I believe it was what he said in that video that the social media outlets post out there. So some of the stuff that is being circulated on social media now, when I was watching this video earlier on, it was practically what it said in that video that they've shared. ACMR, hello ACMR. So she could not hold him down. She is bad news, allegedly. Okay, so I'm still continuing to reading the comment that Samahaku left. So Samahaku continues saying that I'm still fine because I screen recorded it. I'm still finding the post. So Samahaku said, believe it or not, now that is gone, everything he owned will be sold and the money given to his ex to provide for their children, which is the sad truth. They will be most likely worth millions, more than the alleged 50,000 a month. Some people are commenting that the ex will be full of guilt. Will tell you, if only you know how much divorced couples age each other. So in this case, they were never married. Someone have even unalived them. Someone have even unalived each other. So trust me, there are divorced couples who do not care if the other one buys or not. The law in Western society always tries to put children and their needs first above anything else. It's true everywhere. Okay, America is a very expensive country. To braid hair alone can cost as much as $300 or more. Do you know it costs up to $2,000 and much more, depending on how long you stayed to go to hospital in America? That country is extremely expensive. If the ex-wife was a housewife in the marriage, the court would consider that to ensure the children do not live a life of poverty after divorce. The other option is 50-50 custody. One parent takes them 1 week and hand over the other week. But if the man went for that, then he will have to miss work every week, which is the truth, to care for them or to get a nanny. Nannies are also expensive, and you can't be sure they truly care well for your children when you're not around. In fact, the whole country is expensive. Also, let's bear in mind that we don't know the full story. Exactly, we don't know the full story, but hopefully we'll get there. Unfortunately, a lot of Nigerians share stories on social media in a way that suits the narrative that want. So don't believe every story until you know more about the story. Ending it all is never the solution. Couples can actually sit and agree out of court. In most cases, they always go back to court anyway. All the money they spent, all lawyers was complete waste. But unfortunately, when couples fall out of love, they seem to always forget that they once loved each other. Some make it about who will, in quote, win against each other rather than making it about the children and walking away peacefully. Exes can actually be friends, but anger and ego know they let people. So that's what Samahaku had to say there. So Abby said, when people are at loggerheads, they are often unreasonable and lack objectivity. He knows he had no business having full custody, but that's not how the mind works when emotions are involved. Yes, that's right, Abby. To be honest, I really don't know what was going on in his mind for him to have done that. And hopefully, like I said, this is also a developing story. So far now, with what Mr. Black has shared with me, the news circulating on the internet are all false. I might have to do a sit down video to share some of the things that Mr. Black have shared with me. So you guys should keep an eye out for that video. I might have to do a sit down videos because this live stream is quite long now. Yeah. So Sophie said, my dear, we should have friends that will always tell us the truth. I remember a lady telling a Nigerian guy to forget his child rather than working amicably for exactly. You know, at the end of the day in this UK, like I said, there are some men, because they don't want to pay child support, they will stop working. They will stop working. I would say that sounds like DF. Let DF come for both of you. So, guys, this is a very, very sad case. Like I said, we don't know what actually went on in the mind of Dr. Ikenna for him to have done what he did. And like I said, my condolences goes to his family. I pray that may God give them the fortitude to bear this loss. um Ayode said, I think the family can put the record straight, but they might not want to because they are still mourning. They are mourning already. So maybe at their own time they might come out and say things, but so far it is the alleged baby mama's father that is dropping stuff on social media, and as it is allegedly, what is dropping on social media is not the right thing. It's not the right thing. Mr. Black said Dr. Ike now went for 50-50 custody to lower the child support and be vindictive. The baby mama was calling police each time he came for visits. Now, wow. Now, wow. Allegedly, that woman definitely wanted to ruin him. Because if you went for 50-50 to lower the child support, which wouldn't have been an issue anyway, obviously it would be important. Like, guys, I always say this, I'm going to keep saying this. When relationship, I'm an advocate for when relationship ends, do not deprive each other of access to the children. Now, both of them now no agree anymore, but it is not the fault of the children. Let the man a chance in the life of the children. Allow the woman, because there are times, mostly in the UK here, that in case that I know, out of the cases that I know, it's always the woman that always have the kids anyway. But then I always hear that, oh, she's been taking the kids away from me, I've been sent out of the house. But even if that happens, even if it happens that yeah, the man has been sent out of the house, the court have actually decided on what is best for the children, hence why the woman has been kept in the house. And if that happens, it's very, very important that you allow the father a chance in the children's life. Allow the father to take up the space of the fatherly role in those children. Like, yes, both of you might not be husband and wife anymore. You might not be in that, but you can, you can look after the children as friends. Be there for them. Let the father has its place and let the mother has its place. Because at the end of the day, when these children grow older, you can't tell them how they're going to decide on who they're going to look after or who they're not going to look after. Because at the end of the day, if the man was no longer there and they grow older, children, their minds play differently. The man they are claiming that is the deadbeat father, once the children grow older, it might be the one the children are going to gravitate towards more than you, the woman that looked after them from gbogboron years. So either the man or the woman never make the mistake of depriving those children a part of their parents' life. Like, if you are the woman who has the children, let the man be a part of their life. Yes, you might not be whatever it is anymore, but be friends just for the purpose of those children. If the man has a child, let the woman have access to the children as well and contribute equally to the responsibility of looking after them. That's my advice. And whatever it is you are going through, ending it all is never and should never ever be an option. Abby said people don't want this many internet people in their business. Let's be honest. It's true. So I won't be surprised if the family don't come out to say anything. I know I wouldn't want to be updated. So I wouldn't either. Because when things were going on, the public were not there. I'm even surprised I even came out to the public anyways. Abby said, I feel it's easier said than done. People forget that as a woman, I cannot trust you with my kids if you treat me terribly. Exactly. Exactly. Hence why somebody was saying earlier on that women are toxic. I'm like, men are toxic too. Men are toxic too. The way some men will do it, they will make it look like the woman is running mad. That when the woman is talking, people like, no. And when the man talk, the man will make it, the man will speak it so like people will think that yes, this woman is crazy. But when people actually give the woman the chance to actually express herself, that's when they will know that this woman is actually not mad. She has a point. So men too then get for body. Mr. Black said Dr. Ikenna was using various LLC to work in some states in USA to avoid high child support. I only got into this issue when Francis Van Lille lied that Dr. Ike held the family hostage. Okay. Okay. And we all know, I think I was watching Oyoyo's show earlier on. She said that that's a mistake that some of our people make, that they use different law firms, like black, obviously, Nigerian lawyers. Well, maybe if it's used like maybe just one, they might be able to have gotten things. But people just try things to make sure and get a resolution, but we don't really think before we take a leap. My audio said, whatever happened, the children will grow and sure. And social media, I don't understand that statement there. One of them will fight for the father, law of karma. I just pray that they don't take it out on their mother, and I pray that this doesn't have an adverse effect on them knowing how their dad passed away. like I always said there, that young children are the worst people. In fact, are the last people you want to offend. I don't care what the offense is, but in your lifetime, don't ever upset a child. I'm telling you, as a child who grew up in a home where abuse was there, young children are the least people you ever want to ever, ever cross. Abby said, that's why I'm willing to buy on the heel of a terrible husband. That's why I'm willing to buy on the heel of a terrible husband cannot be a great dad. It's true. Yeah, if you're terrible. Like when I came into Scotland, I met a Scottish man, and he grew up with his parents having many siblings. He's the only one out of his siblings who doesn't have a child. And I asked him, like, why don't you want to have children? He said because his father was abusive towards his mother, and knowing that, he thought that having a child, that he will never be a good father. Till now that I'm speaking to you, this man is a Scottish man. He has money, he's well paid, he's an engineer. He does not have a child. I've known him for over 20 years now. He does not have a child. He said because he saw how his father was abusive towards his mother. And them being children, they were always like, when things happen in the house, they will all run, they will cower in the corner. His other siblings, they all had children. He's the only one who did not have a child. And I asked him why. He said because with the way his father was, maybe his experience of him observing how his father was with his mother, and he thought if he decides to have a child, he might not be a father. He believes he wouldn't be a father, a better father. Hence why him not having a child. I still see him every day. No, not every day, but I see his message all the time. Mr. Black said Francis Van Leer and family said it was the daughter that unalive Dr. Ikenna, making up all lies. Oh, they are alleging that it was Dr. Ikenna's daughter. How old is Dr. Ikenna's daughter? Oh, he's alleging that people are saying that his own daughter unalive Dr. Ikenna. I don't think I've read a post that says anything like that too. I need to go and catch up on Mr. Van Leer's story. The family should sue that person. Arike said this man can be so bad they will go to extreme so they don't pay child support. Like I'm telling you, I've just shared the story of that guy. He owns a showroom, a car showroom. When this case ended up in divorce, he sold his car showroom. He declared himself bankrupt. He drives a bus now. He's a first bus driver here in Glasgow. He drives a first bus. So which means that assuming he was still running that his showroom business, he will be making lots of money, and which means he's going to be paying lots of child support. Man declared himself bankrupt. Ataya Abbey. So Mr. Black said, my dear Abby, you don't understand why us men in Maryland are hungry. Francis thinks he can just lie and carry false news. Suzette and Ikenna was not innocent. Both have faults in this issue. Hence why I'm not putting blame on anybody. I'm not putting blame on anybody. I'm not putting blame on Dr. Ikenna, and I'm not putting blame on the alleged ex-wife or ex-baby mama. I'm not putting blame on anybody. There are lessons to be learned here, and the lesson is that no matter what you're going on in your life, it's better you take a step back. Speak to people that can help you. Speak to people that can take you out of the mood you may find yourself. Don't keep it all in. Don't keep it all in. Okay? People might say, oh, you're talking too much. You are the one who knows why you are talking. You are the only person who knows why you are talking. So don't let people come into your head, and because you're not talking now, you end up doing the unthinkable. No. Speak to people around you that you know cares about you. I'll be able to talk to you, at least lift you out of whatever it is you are going through. Even if not lifting you, I may be able to even point you the direction of how to go about things. Me, that's why I talk to people. I'm not talking to people because I love talking. I love to talk to people to see maybe there's something else I've not think of that they might have, and I might maybe be able to maybe look in that direction. How do you know she wanted to ruin him? Maybe she felt threatened whenever he came. Now we know he had a GUN and used it on himself. I mean, stuff like that, they have it in the US. It's not a crime to carry one, but I don't see the need for carrying one anyway. What message was it? I'm reading comments so we can round up. They always blame women. In every case, even widows, they blame them. Abby said, Mr. Blacks is rubbish. Nobody should be able to get away with putting out for exactly. No, and I'm open that by the time I look into more of this case and look at what the stuff Mr. Black has sent to me, like said, I might have to do a sit-down video and share all of these things and say, okay, there's a narrative that whatever Mr. Van Leer is sharing. Like I said, I don't still have the full details of this case. So until I have the full details, then I'm able to sit down and tell her, oh, this is this. If there was never a marriage, why is there a divorce? If there was never a marriage, why is there a divorce and stuff like that? If there's a case, where is a divorce thingy? Like if there was ever a marriage, where I'm sure there will be a dissolution of whatever, whatever. Where is the proof of the divorce that they filed? They will prove like that. There will be proof, right? David Black said, Arike, the man by himself in his own house. Okay. So Mr. Black is saying Dr. Ikenna unalived himself in his own house. The mom and sis came over, begged him, and he stayed by himself in front of his mom. So you guys can hear that. You guys read that he unalived himself in his own house, and his siblings and mother were there. So the narrative that he allegedly held his children and their nanny in a house, and the nanny allegedly escaped and called the police, and allegedly because he knew the police were coming, that was when all that. That's the story out there. That's the story out there. Mr. Black said, Abby, I will send the evidence, and Mom of 5 is free to share all. Okay, definitely, I will definitely be sharing once I receive it. Then you will understand the evilness Francis is doing. Abby said, honestly, that's a good point, because this relationship can be complicated. I don't think anyone is saying exactly. Even when I'm talking to people now, people will still say that, okay, it's one-sided story. And I'm like, well, you can go ahead. If you want to speak to the other party, go ahead and speak to the other party. I've got nothing to hide. And then by the time you speak to the other party, if you want to call both of us to sit down and come and talk, I will still talk waiting I talk. I will still speak it. If I say it, I will not die. If I don't say it, I won't buy. So why lie about it? Usually both parties have their fault. One possibly more than the one possibly other the other than the other. However, when it has possibly led to unalive, there's a lot to think about. Absolutely right, guys. We've been here for 2 hours, even though I wanted to be here for an hour and a half. Lasting words. It's sad that this has happened, and I'm actually quite surprised that the father of the alleged baby mama, is the one putting all of these stories out. But who are we to tell him not to do it? Let him keep doing it. I'm sure that in as much as whatever he's sharing, there'll be people out here to say, no, all the things that he's been saying, they are not the truth. So as a woman, here, I'm an advocate for, if it's not working, don't buy there. Thank you so much, Ford. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. For some people, marriage is their life. Me, I cannot die for any man, and I don't want any man to die for me. Jesus already died for everybody, so why should I die for any man? When the Yo-Yo was saying it on our show, our husband was like, hey, it's the truth. Also, if you're in a DV marriage, if you're in a DV relationship, don't persevere because of your children. Don't say, I'm staying because of my children. Because you staying, you are damaging those children. You are damaging them. Me sitting down here, I am still living with the effects of watching what my dad did to my mom. I'm 41. And I can tell you it has had its own effect in my life, in everything about me. I can't just put a finger and say this is what it's had on me, but it had its effects. Hence why I'll keep saying it. Don't say, oh, I'm safe for my children. No. Mr. Black said, there are some things I will share about Dr. Ikenna. You decide if you probably should hear it. It makes him look bad. Mr. Black, feel free to send them to me. I will use my platform to share it. I'll share it as it is. Obviously, I'm not the one who is digging out all of this, but obviously, if lies are going on, there must be. So just like, obviously, one of the things you said earlier on, that there was never a marriage. So if there was never a marriage, why is there a divorce? Why is there a divorce? Let the woman who claimed to have married Dr. Ikenna, let him come out with the divorce papers. And the news that he allegedly held the children and the nanny at home, when it's been said that he unalived himself in his own house. His mom and sister went there to beg him, and he still carried on to do what he did. So why is Mr. Francis bringing out lies? Why? There are some things. Okay, I've already read that. Mr. Abby said, Mr. I feel like share only if relevant. Yeah, exactly. Share only if relevant to what has been said, what the other party has been saying. Exactly. I agree with Abby. We have to respect his family and his deceased. Exactly. If it's relevant to what has been shared so far, I'm happy to also share it as well. So finishing words, guys, I've got another 10 minutes to go. Please like this live stream. Um, like, drop a comment if you're watching this live stream back. Share this video. Join my membership. Habi, hello, is one of my members. Basil, I've not seen him here in a long time, but he's one of my members as well. My membership is cheap, like it's really, really cheap. It's £2.90, £2.99 a month. It's just a way of supporting me as a content creator. There's a £4.99 as well. And if you want to give me £20.99 every month as an odogu, you can do that as well. It's just a way of supporting my show and saying, yeah, that month 5, you're doing great. I also receive super chats as well. If you're looking at your screen, there's a sign that says the pound sign. You can also super chat me there. Some people ask for my PayPal. If you check in my description box, my PayPal is also there. I have a vlog channel called Webby Space. Go find it and subscribe. I'm on TikTok as Just Doing Me. I am on Instagram as That Mom of 5. All right. So last thing, like I was saying earlier on, never ever stay in a DV marriage. You are the man, either you are the woman. And I'm also using this medium to say to men to learn to speak out. Drop the pride, drop the ego. Okay? Women are speaking out. So there's nothing wrong in if you speak out as well. People will talk. Hence why I said earlier on that if I talk, I will not buy. If I don't talk, I still won't buy. So I'd rather just do the talking. Never ever stay in a DV marriage. You might say, I'm staying because of my children. Till tomorrow. That's what my mom says to me. And I've always say, that's you. That is not me. That was you, no be me. Never ever stay, because the effects you're living in those children, you will not be able to tell it until they are in a state whereby maybe they are now navigating their own lives. They are now living their own lives. They're having babies. I was on Obituary TV and I shared my story there. So the effects that it leaves on the children are. I did say, Arika said, Mom of 5, you look pretty with your pearls. Thank you. It was, I actually had this as a wrist thingy for my outfit for church day. I had a multiple one for. So that was the one I wore for my outfit for church today. I've had it for years though. So that was the one I wore to church today. And I had this one around my wrist. So I just decided to wear it today. It's been a while. I love pearls a lot. So thank you so much, Arike, for that. Never stay, run for your life, UK family. Yeah. So never ever stay, okay? Never ever stay. For me, I've been offered therapy, which I'm going to be taking. I just need to solve some things first before. And in fact, the therapist has already reached out to me, so I can't wait to embark on that journey of therapy. So yeah, like I said, there was a video as well where I was doing a live stream about the lawyer who was abusing his wife. I shared my even with the fact that I've shared this talk, some of my family members don't talk to me, and I don't care. Okay, I don't care. So never ever stay. Consider the children, okay? Because if you stay, you are damaging their lives the more. To you, you might be oh, you're helping them. No, you will not know until they grow older, and then they will not even be able to explain it to you, their parents. And even you, the parent, will not even understand, because even as much as when they try to speak to you, you probably like, why are they always flirting up? Why are they always doing that? But you will never understand what that experience has put in them. And also, I have shared my story. If you like, I'm sure I have if you go on my on my on my channel, there's maybe I will send you the link via WhatsApp. Since I have your number, and I will send you the link of where I shared my story, Mr. Black. I will send you the link. So never ever stay in a DV marriage. Never. And again, lastly, I'm going to keep saying this, as a woman, if you are dating, and you want to marry and you don't have a job, you don't have a source of income, you don't have any sense of, you don't have any training, and you want to marry, abort the mission. Okay? Abort the mission. There's nothing better than being financially stable, like being financially dependent or independent. Yeah, it will also be on comment. I'll put it there on my community tab. If you are a woman, young lady, or you are dating, you have a fiance or whatever they call fiance or fiancé, whatever they call it, and you don't have a job, you don't have a source of income, you don't have any training, you don't have any cooking, whatever, you don't have any skills, and you want to get married, abort the mission. And if you are the woman and you have a job, you have something bringing you money, and you want to marry a man, and you don't have this definite like source of job that they do, you don't have like a proof of the definite income that that person that you want to get married to have, abort mission. I'm a businessman. Where is the business? Where is the address of the business? I ship container. Where does your container land? Go and see with your kuru eyes. If you can't confirm any of that, abort mission. And lastly, never ever, ever, ever ignore things you know should not be, even though in your head you know that that thing, you are questioning it. If you're questioning something in whatever relationship or whatever it is that you're doing, and you are questioning some things, if you are smart enough to be questioning those things, don't ever doubt yourself. Step away from that relationship. Step away from it. If you're with somebody and you are doubting a few things about them, either their behavior or whatever, and you are doubting, you are having second thoughts, don't shy away from you having to question that instance. Walk away. As a specialist, Ford, I don't have to use all my mouth to talk to tell you things, but anything I'm dropping here, just be taking notes. I'm telling you, I have been married for 20 years. Is it 20 years? Maybe 19 years. I actually got married at a very young age. I got married at the age of, I think I had my daughter when I was 19. So I got married shortly after when I had her. So I got married maybe about when I was late 20, early, no, I was about maybe 20 or 21. So me too, I have knowledge of being a married woman. And this thing I'm telling you is word of wisdom, Oro Agba. Take it as Oro Agba, word of Agbalagba. You may think I'm young, but I have my own. So Ford, I hope that answers your question. Okay. And also, there's this case that I've been sharing the news as well about this Timileyin Ajayi. There was another case that Harrison shared about a girl who went to go meet a man. So apparently the man asked her to come to Abuja or something. They met over the internet. And the man asked her to come. And she said no, that she's not coming. Eventually, the guy went to meet her at her own base, and they were to meet at an hotel. You won't believe what this guy did to this girl. I'm sure I read that post. I don't know if he actually unalived her. I don't know what he did. I was still reading that story earlier on before I started this show. So if you're meeting me, I'm against all this online dating, whatever. I'd rather we meet in person. When we meet, let me walk out on the street and meet somebody. All this online dating, I'm not a fan of it. It's dangerous. And I have a video I've shared about when you want to meet somebody for the first time. Like if you want to meet someone you meet online, if you want to meet them in person for the first time, I've got a video, and I think I'm going to try and put that video also on my commented tab, because Valentine is coming. Boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever we want to meet, be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. There's been a lot of what all these guys are doing to young women. You meet people online, and then you are meeting in hotels. Why are you meeting in hotels? What happened to meeting in open space? Like, how long have you been talking online? And then you decided to meet one-on-one, and it is hotel you are meeting. Like, why hotel? Go to correct Amalabuka. Go and meet there for your first date. In fact, meet there 40 times before you go to any close space with such person. So that story as well, I'm going to do a short video about it. And the video I made about if you're meeting somebody you met online for the first time, the things you should do, the things you should have ensured that you've done before you actually think of meeting. If I don't even meet them in close space, it should be open space. I'm going to pop that video there. I'm a girl mom. I've got 3 girls, and my oldest daughter is 20 years old. What I'm saying here is what I say to my daughters as well. If it's possible for me to follow my daughter for her dates, I will go with her. I will go. That kind of mother I am. I will go. Because I knew what I did when I was 17. I knew the kind of kurikere waka that was kurikere. I was never a bad child, but I had friends who were doing bigger girl things. I was more or less like the JJC amongst them. I was the last to know anything amongst my friends when I was in secondary school. So I know what girls that age are capable of doing. So please, I am begging you guys, if you have any meeting to do for Valentine, if it is in an hotel, abort mission. Meet me at Amala Sky or Amala Joints. We do that one. You eat, finish, you hold hands, you now go in our separate ways. But meeting in a closed place, I don't advise it. So with that being said, I'm just going to quickly read the comments here and then we'll end up the show. We've been here for 2 hours. Wow. Arike said, hiding income is what a lot of... Hey, Arike, that's the Gbasgbos one. I will do, in fact, let me copy that topic. I will come here with another live stream for that one. Arike, please, if you can screenshot that your comment and send it to me. Hiding income. See, I've become a journalist. I've got correct paper, notepad to do this job. Hiding income. And then they will wait to spend the one that you have. I've been wanting to do that one that Arike mentioned. Men do to avoid child support. This is not new. They do this to punish the mother, but the system is smarter than them, and they eventually will cast. Absolutely, you are right. Abby said it will also be on the community tab. Yes, for those who are interested, will be reshared on the community tab of this channel. Exactly. Businessman Abby, you are lying. Container of what, sir? Exactly. Know what is in the container. Even Yahoo Boy is a claim analyst now, since IT specialist. Already answered for the what an elder sees sitting. A child will not see if he's climbing on whatever mountain. You are right, Abby. First 20 days you'll be house doors. First, what do you mean 2-3 days, Abby? Abby, take time. First 20 days should be outdoors, public. Also, I personally don't date people that don't talk about their friends and family. Exactly. Never. Loner, don't follow a loner anywhere. Talk to them for a while and get a feel of them and follow your instincts at all times. If it's too good to be true, isn't. If something feels off, probably is the case. Exactly. JJC means Johnny just come. Johnny just come. Also, that don't have Alaska. You have McDonald's now. You have KFC. You have what else do we have again? You have all this roadside booker in London, Happy. What do you mean? Is it all the roadside booker in Peckham? Sophie said, I'm a living testimony. I ran for my life. A bad man can never make a good father. Glad you left, Sophie. I'm proud of you. See, all of my people are already telling Mr. Black what JJC mean. Jolly just come. Which means freshy. Someone is new to something. Exactly. Anyway, guys, we shall end this live stream here. I am looking forward to what Mr. Black was going to send to me furthermore. And then I will decide on if I should do a sit-down video or I should bring it as a live stream. So I'm going to put... Thank you so much, Oyo's Word. Oh, you are still here with me. So I'm going to decide if by the time I gather all the stuff that Mr. Black is going to send to me, I'll put a poll on to... Okay, guys, so my internet was down for a wee bit. I'm just going to do my final closure here. So thank you so much to each and every one of you who have been here. Thank you, Abby, for being a good moderator. Thank you so much to Mr. Black for your contribution so far. I actually appreciate you and for the stuff you've sent to me. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'll be looking forward to what you've got for me, and then I'll come back here and talk about it. And each and every one of you who have been here, 34 of you, thank you so much. Please like this live stream and share. If you're watching back, please feel free to engage with this live stream. Please engage, drop your comment, drop your thoughts, drop your opinion. And if you happen to know Dr. Ikenna and you've got anything for me, you can reach me out via my email, thatmama5@gmail.com. You can also reach out to me on my DM on Instagram. And at some point, I'm sure I've dropped my number in the comments there. If you find my comments and my number, you can feel free to send me a message on my WhatsApp as well. That's my direct line. Okay, you can reach me on that at any time. And also, if you've watched it and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe. All the new faces I've seen today, please, I hope you like it here. Click on the subscribe button and share this video as well. And like I said, there's a chance for you to advertise your goods on my channel. Either you're a small business, you want to advertise your business, feel free to DM me. We can do it at affordable prices, okay? And also, do not forget to join my membership, okay? So far, we have 2 members. Like I said, the cheapest is £2.99. I'm sure you love me and you can give me more than £2.99 a month, right? And the second cheapest is £4.99 a month. And the Odogu one is £20.99. It's just a way of you supporting my channel to say that Mama 5, you're doing a great show here. You know, it helps me like replace the gadgets that I use, at times. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. I appreciate you, and please stay safe. Abby says she has upgraded. I've not seen it. Okay. Abby has upgraded a membership. Carry on. Omologo. I don't know what's happening to YouTube, but hopefully I'm gonna receive the updates. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. And here is me wishing you all an amazing, amazing week out there. So for me, I've got work tomorrow till Thursday. And then from Friday, I'm gonna be off for a good 10 days. And then we can do if you want us to do live stream at 2 a.m. in the morning, we carry on song, we can do live stream. Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely and amazing Sunday wherever you are. And I hope to see you guys. Guys, I'm going to be dropping lots of sit-down videos during the week. Please try and engage with these videos so that AdSense can pay me in the month of February. Because watch my videos, share so that I can get more money. Yeah? Please, I beg. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you all later, all right? Bye for now. Bye. And if you have anything about Dr. Ikenna that you'd like to share with me, feel free to reach out to me, all right? See you later.